Welcome to Coop's Homestead, Cabin Build Episode 10. We're going to be cutting up the rest of those big logs on the wood lot out there. It'll be good. First thing we're going to start off with, we're going to cut up some 1x2s and make 1x1 stakes out of them. There'll be some blade changing going on during this 2 or 3 days cutting. There'll be a lot of log moving and stacking and just a lot of things we're going to be doing. One thing I'm going to do is experiment and do speeding up on the videos because I got a lot of content. Slow this thing down and turn the key on so that the glow plugs for the diesel engine can come up hot. Check the oil. What else can we do while the glow plugs is warming up? I'm making 1-inch cuts, so I'm going to clean that sawdust off right there. If it accumulates, if you don't get rid of it, when you try to make that 1-inch cut, that head of that mill sets down on top of it, and it don't set down just right. So get that cleaned up. Ball take up. There we go. I'm looking for 3,000 PSI on that blade. I'm studying that gauge while I'm turning it. I was trimming the edges off of the making 2x10s. That's where I got these 1x2s from. I'm standing them up so they're 2 inches tall. Drop down here and make that 1-inch cut. Okay, this is my first trip through there, so I've noticed my pressure has come back off my blade. That happens when that blade heats up a little bit. You have to make sure you run enough power on it. I picked up a stake off the ground over there that happens already the right length from a measuring stick. Wipe these up and get them off the mill. Y'all gonna have to tell me, leave some comments to let me know what y'all think of this thing moving so fast. I know this video is pretty long as it is, and felt like if I didn't speed it up, then it would just be longer than anybody wanted to watch. This part right here I kind of like. I like to watch these logs go from a round log to, right here, I noticed a little bit of a hump in that last cut. So you have to let me know if it bothers you this thing to speed up. I like to watch that log getting whittled down from being a whole log to really a
that blade had a little bit of weight in it. I don't like it.
I tell that rascal move that log, piece of log out of the way.
Sometimes that blade waves is sharp enough. It's still waving because the pressure you put on here does not actually get on the blade. Iron up right here, it's not moving like it's supposed to. I had to go all the way to the barn. This blade.
I'll drop back down and I won't be taking but maybe a 1/8, not even a quarter of an inch off of this cut. Turn those slabs so that the bark is down. I can slide off the fork a little more easily. Notice how thin that cut's coming off. They're really, really thin, and it's not consistent all the way to the end. There's little gaps in it where they come off in pieces because of the wave.
That is a 12 by 16 tent. I've got all my 8x12 cut with the cabin and building. I've got a bunch of 16-inch tents over there. That's going to be the next project. But we'll leave it that way. I'm thinking about taking the 8x16s and cut them down to a cut them in half, make a 4x16. Give them a wall 4 inches thick. Doug out in Missouri, we're getting all fine with 4 inches thick wall in the scope. Off grid and heating the wood stove. So that 4 inches will be thick enough for the south too. I will leave it like this. If I need some more 8x12, I'll cut that in half. I don't cut the 2-inch sideboards off of it. If I cut them, I'll wind up with a 8x16. I leave it that way. I can get 3 16-inch cuts. 3 4x16. Anyway, that's my new plan.
Okay, just in case y'all agree with my wife that I don't never clean up anything around here, I did clean up a few blocks and slabs.
I got a big old split in this one right here. So I stuck that stick in there so I can see it from the other end. I'm going to turn it so that when I trim this off, I get rid of that cut. I got one over here that I cut yesterday and I didn't see it and didn't work with it. And now I got my 12-inch cant, but it split from here all the way down to here. I don't know if I'll be able to use that one or not. I need it 20 foot long. Now I don't know what I got. Oh well. Live and learn, so somebody said. Die and forget it all, McCall right there. It ain't true. Terrible. The guy, he did the most of what he had in this life, was rewarded and gave the most in the next. We don't got to live and learn and die and do it all.
Alright, raise the front of the log up with the log leveler. Find my okay. That log's been cut down well with the bark is turning loose. You'll see me sometimes throwing the bark off to the side because I like to save that bark. I've found over time that worms really love to get in that bark. I see it in something that makes a really good bark, a really good mulch. I try to save it to the side when I'm cutting.
Okay, Now you can see that I got rid of that that rip in the log. They did that when they cut it down, probably with the tractor. Over yonder, you can see my log cabin's pretty well cut. Got a lot of notches done. I'm tying me down with the build, and I want to move it over there to attach it to the house. I think I do. I got to draw up some plans from the county. Get approved. Got to get permission to do something on this piece of property. They say I own, but I don't own unless I pay taxes on it. Can't do nothing with without permission. Moment of praise. Wait for praise. Moment of praise.
Alright, so here we're doing this one a little bit different. I'm doing this one a little bit different. I'm scratching salt, sand off the end. I'm just taking the 4 slabs off the side. The slabs, come back, and I'm making 4 cuts on this. Just turn the log over one more time for each side. Get 4 slabs off. I took them back to my Uncle Pete's for him to build a garden box out of. It'll be good for maybe 1 year in this climate. They will use that. I did work at this a little bit and took my hatchet, the hammer, and knocked some of the bark off of it before I took it over there. I don't work too hard at that bark and stuff. If it don't come off easy, I'll wait and knock it off when it gets a little more seasoned on it, and then the bark will turn in. This right here is a job that is probably one of the worst ones for working by yourself to do, because these things are so heavy. Those four timbers right there, 4 sides right there, probably weigh more than 200 pounds a piece. I did a little calculating a minute ago. If you went with 5 pounds per board feet, when I got that trimmed down to a 2x12, probably 18 foot long, you're looking at over 150 pounds. Stand them up after you get in position so the hydraulics can work for you. It's a matter of, for me, I try to take 2 inches off each side down till I extend them until I've got a board. Hopefully a 2x12, 2x10, 2x8. I just keep going down until I got what I need to. Put 3 in anyway. This is a job right here that's real nice if you got somebody helping you move these things out of the way. Even at this point right here, I help her run in to get the next log and put it on the lift. That way, put the log on the lift and scoop the boards up when they're cut. And then I can, while the helper's moving the sides, I can start getting the next log ready. Well, I got that one pretty square on the bottom, that one's pretty square on the bottom, that one's not. But now they're pretty well square, they stand up, put the clamp on them and cut. This cut was probably either at 12 inches or 10 inches. The sake of not having a big road, this is not real time right here. This is speeding up times 2. could have been just throwing them down on my forks and taking them straight to the loam pile, but I had it in my mind that I was going to scoop these up with the forks and move them to my lumber pile. Now I'm just looking for an edge that needs trimming. I flipped two because that bottom one had a bad edge on the bottom. I need to get it sawed again. So, need that one cut again. I'm studying a minute. That one needs cutting again on top. Now sometimes it don't want to clamp good with just two boards in there, so I lay one down and I use one to lay it flat to catch it with my clamp, and I use the board itself to cut. That works real good when you only have one or two side boards left that you want to cut. Use the board that's ready to be stacked. Use it as a clamp. Already have my 1x1 slats waiting. Next log, next log, next log. All day long. What we're looking for. I'll rotate that. These logs are not all perfectly round. Sometimes, lots of times, they're shaped kind of like a egg. And when I get one that's shaped a little bit like an egg, I will turn it so it's oblong up. I want that taller side up to start with. If it's got a hump in it, I like to have my hump on top. Oblong and hump up. Looks like and it sounds like a blade break. I don't know how many times that blade has been sharpened. Evidently I've run out of grease. That wheel is spinning. There's always a danger of catching that blade and snatching it. So you got to keep your fingers out of the right thing as long as that's catching. Blade is still cutting really good. That means I got to be careful getting that in because it's still good sharp.
absolute easiest a blade will ever come out.
Okay, here we go. Back in fast motion again, changing the blade. Put the new blade in. I left a pretty good bit of wane on both sides of that. But where I can, I'm trying to save myself a 16-inch cant. The job cutting the stuff for Illinois did fall through it. I'm not selling them. And 16-inch cants I'll probably use in the next log cabin. And like I said earlier, 16 by 16, I can cut four by 16s out of one. Got a lot of wane on the corners. That might not work, but I got options for later. The reason I picked that thing up with my leveler on both ends was to make sure I didn't have any bark underneath the log. Bark underneath the log will make the next cut. It will throw your cant out of square. We're going to slow this guy down. We're going to let him get this job finished. Whatever. If it's not doing square, cut 2 more inches off of it. I'm trying to get, the target is 2 by 10s. I'm going to use, and 2 by 8s. I'm planning on using 2 by 8s from my floor joist and my flooring in the cabin. Actually going to use some 2 by 10s in the ceiling so I can have some good thick insulation in the ceiling. I think 8 inches of insulation in the floor and the cabin between. Oh, it got away from me. Fell off on the porch. Let's pick it back up. Stop. Try it again. For the sake of shortening this video, I did take out some segments of some of the logs being cut. I like to leave as much of it in there when I run into a little bit of a problem or have something that I can explain, a little trick of the trade that I've learned. I've been cutting with these sawmills now since 1994. Don't make me an expert, but it makes me have a little bit of knowledge about it. I got kind of confused. I don't know if I even got my days straight there with the videos, which day I saw from this angle, which day I saw from the other angle. Don't much matter. I'm trying to get all the logs cut. Alright, see I raised that front end of that log just a little bit. You raise the small end of the log, you raise it so that the very center of the log will be pretty level all the way through. I prefer to cut into the small end of the log. Cut into the top of the tree of the log and saw out the bottom of it. I don't know if you guys are sawyers out there, have y'all noticed this yourself? That if I saw into the butt end of the log, especially the very butt end of the log where it flares out. If my blade is getting dull at all, it causes my blade to want to wave quicker than if I saw it into the top of the log or the small end of the log. I like to hear some of y'all's comments about that. Here I'm just cutting some 2-inch stuff into my links for some gunnage between these big timbers. Use 1x1s in between my boards. And I use 2x2s and then I stack them too high. I need 4 inches between my big timbers so that I can get out. I can stack them and get out from under it with the forks, and so when I come back to pick them up later, I can get my forks back in there. I use a 2x4 and a 2x2 to get my 4 inches height, or 2 2x2s or 2 2x4 as long as I got 4 inches high. But there's 3 on the bottom. I'm fixing to put the first one on the second stack, and I don't end up with but 5 on this stack. So this is my next to the last log that goes over here. I think I may have cut one more besides that I did not put over here. It turned out to be just like an 8x16 or 12x16. I put it over in another place. Show y'all something a little bit different angle. I don't like to slow down too much, so I don't have my camera in the headband holder for the camera. I got it actually stuck in my mouth. So some of my riding on the tractor, I'll have that camera in my mouth. I'm surprised it points in the right direction. Gee, how many times a day do I go up and down that steps? On and off with the engine. Everything's nice and quiet. Put that up a little bit so the log can't roll off. Check the time here. 11:30. Too much time left to quit now. Okay, you'll see me once in a while scratching on the end of the log like this. That's just dirt. It lands in off the trucks. Lands in the dirt. Pine tar is on there. The dirt just sticks to that pine tar. After it dries, it'll be like a rock under that rock. That will knock the blade out really, really fast. Get your taking your sharpening stone, take nothing but a rock, sawing right into it. Saw blade. Anyway, that's why you'll see sometimes I'll be scratching on them logs.
landed, kind of shook a little bit more. It should have landed and stayed flat. It shook a little bit. Maybe think something was under. It was under. Okay. Ta-da! Mission accomplished. The logs are sawed except for those two real knotty looking things over there that will probably wind up on the burn pile. In conclusion, what I wound up with, I got 6 timbers here. The bottom one's 12 by 16 and a 16 by 16, another 16 by 16, 2 of them in the middle. Looks like a 12 by 16 at the top, and a 20 by 16. I was scared to go up any higher. The idea of those falling over on somebody was not very appealing. There's another 16 by 16s on the bottom, or I guess all 5 of them. So that's got all the logs on my place cut up. I got tired of bumping on these bark. Right now I could come back and knock it right off. No, I'll do that. I'll come back here and get that bark off. It'll come right on off of there now. Good deal. Appreciate y'all watching. And thank you guys for subscribing. If you hadn't subscribed, do that. Hit that notification button. I'm not putting them out real fast, but I am trying to get caught up to where I'm at with my log cabin build. It probably won't be the next episode, but coming up pretty quick. I'm going to show you guys how I build a jig that fits on the sawmill to cut the half dovetail notches. I'm pretty excited about that one. Any of y'all that have buddies that are using sawmills might like to let them know about that one when it comes up. Well, thanks again for watching. Appreciate y'all, and be looking forward to the next episode.